देश के पूर्व रक्षा मंत्री जिन्होंने लगभग एक दशक के इस देश की सीमाओं की सुरक्षा की प्रतिबद्धता, धैर्य और दृढ़ता दोनों से दोहराई और उसका कर्तव्य परायणता से निर्वहन किया। कांग्रेस पार्टी के सबसे वरिष्ठतम नेताओं में से एक, कांग्रेस कार्य समिति के सदस्य पूर्व मुख्यमंत्री श्री ए.के. एंटनी जी राष्ट्रीय सुरक्षा के साथ हो रहे खिलवाड़ को लेकर आज एक विशेष पत्रकार वार्ता को संबोधित करने के लिए आपके बीच में आए हैं। भारतीय राष्ट्रीय कांग्रेस की ओर से हम उनका स्वागत करते हैं। आदरणीय एंटनी साहब की ओर से, श्रीमती सोनिया गांधी और श्री राहुल गांधी जी की ओर से, भारतीय राष्ट्रीय कांग्रेस के सब साथियों की ओर से आज फिर हम पुलवामा के शहीदों को, क्योंकि आज 2 वर्ष पूरे हो चुके हैं, अपनी श्रद्धांजलि अर्पित करते हैं और उम्मीद करते हैं कि उनका बलिदान व्यर्थ नहीं जाएगा और एक कमजोर सरकार एक बहादुर सेना को के धैर्य को और उनके पराक्रम को कभी कमजोर नहीं कर पाएगी, क्योंकि हमारी सेना का शौर्य और पराक्रम दुनिया में सबसे बेहतरीन है। आदरणीय एंटनी जी।
Remove it or
You can, sir. I will just move our chairs a little away, sir.
I will remove it. Otherwise,
It will be better, sir, if you will be able to hear better.
I am sad that the Narendra Modi government is not giving proper priority to the national security. Our country is facing a two-front war-like situation. For the first time, a two-front war-like situation. Pakistan, of course, from the very beginning, still they are continuing their activities in the border. Inside, they are encouraging terrorism. Outside, they are pushing terrorists. Pakistan is a safe haven for terrorists. China also. Of late, they are becoming more belligerent. The entire India-China border, they are building up their military strength, military mobilization, infrastructure, equipment, everything, entire India-China border, from Arunachal, Ladakh, Sikkim, Himachal, Uttarakhand. Recently, mainly from Arunachal, Eastern Ladakh and Sikkim border. At multiple points, their armies are building up. When incursions are taking place, only you reported that in Arunachal they created a new village. Sikkim border there is still occasional incursions. I'm not going into details of all these things. But one thing is clear. The entire India-China border needs 24/7 attention. Of course, our armed forces are ready. 24/7, they are there risking their life, health, including their family. But they need support of the nation and the government. Chinese are modernizing the army, armed forces, building the infrastructure, consolidating their position. So we also need matching support to the armed forces. And recently, another danger. In the Indo-Pacific area also, Chinese Navy is showing the best muscle. Previously only Army and Air Force. Now in the Indo-Pacific area, Chinese Navy also showing their muscle. It's a time government must support the armed forces in all ways. But what is happening? Look at the union budget. When India is facing a two-front war-like situation, when Chinese are everywhere in the border, they are strengthening their armed forces. The entire India-China border, they are multi-point, their incursions are taking place. The Chinese Navy is coming in our ocean area. Everybody expected a substantial increase in the defense budget. Our armed forces demanded substantial increase in the defense budget, both for capital and revenue. All the patriotic Indians demanded, considering the challenges in the border, both border and ocean, we must support the armed forces. Increase the defense budget substantially. But what happened? Government is saying so many things, bravado. But actually, this year's defense budget is practically, if you look at, compared to the revised budget of last year, it is only increase of 1.48%. Only less than 7,000 rupees. Last year's revised budget was 4,71,000 rupees. This year's budget is 4,78,000. The whole country is facing serious challenge from both Pakistan and China. China is now, apart from land border, in ocean also they are making challenges. And the armed forces are demanding substantial support by way of equipment, revenue expenditure, capital expenditure. Everybody expected that the Narendra Modi government will substantially increase the defense budget. But compared to the last year's revised budget, this year's budget increase is meager, insignificant, 1.48%. In terms of rupee, 7,000 rupees. It's a betrayal of the country. Government let down our armed forces. That is why I said government is not giving attention to the proper attention to national security. All of us requested after the budget, please understand the gravity of the situation. Please accept the demands of armed forces. Please substantially increase the defense budget. But yesterday's budget reply also I didn't see anything. Then come to the LAC. Few days back, our defense minister made a statement in the parliament about the recent disengagement in Pangong Lake. I will come to that. Before that, I would like to say something about the disengagement in the Galwan Valley. All peace-loving people will always welcome reduction of tension at the border, disengagement. But at what terms? At what cost? That is important. These both disengagement, Galwan disengagement, and also Pangong disengagement is a surrender. It is surrender. Disengagement is good. Reducing tension is good. But it should not be at the cost of national security. These two disengagements are surrender. Surrendering our controlled areas which are traditionally under our control. We are surrendering our rights. You know the importance of Galwan. Galwan Valley was never a point dispute. Over the years, Indian Army and Chinese Army had discussion about the disputed points in the long India-China border. They have agreed almost 2 dozens of hotspots or disputed points. But Galwan Valley was not in that. Galwan Valley was not a disputed point even in 1962. It was always a part and parcel of India. Never a disputed point. But for the first time, they invaded in the territory. We lost 20 of our brave soldiers, including Colonel Santosh Babu. After 1975, first time bloodshed, sacrificed our soldiers' life, martyrdom, to protect the territory. Everybody thought government will protect our territory. They will regard to the sacrifice or martyrs. But disengagement was there. And they created a buffer zone. Result was, Chinese army was there already in their location. They have gone back. Their permanent position. But Indian army withdrawn from our patrolling point to create a buffer zone. So this disengagement and buffer zone means surrender of our land at the moment. At the moment. Now we cannot go there. They have put sensors there. You must know the importance of Galwan Valley. If our army is there in the Galwan Valley, after the completion of the Doon Road, which we started in 2010, it is completed now. At any moment, we can go up to Karakoram Pass. We can go to many strategic importance area of China. Now we have to withdrawn from patrol point 14. Buffer zone created. In the situation, if China wants to create mischief, China can help Pakistan to capture Siachen Valley, Siachen Glacier, which captured in 1984. So that first disengagement in Galwan Valley also surrender. Creation of buffer zone, surrender of Indian interests. Chinese are there, where they were there. Where they were there, they are now. But we have gone back. We cannot patrol now up to patrol point 14. 10 months are over. That is Galwan. Now, latest is Pangong Lok. That also after, I don't know how our brave armies, they took the strategically important Kailash range. It was a miraculous thing, heroic thing. Strategically important Kailash range Indian army, surprisingly, our army occupied. In the negotiations, we have agreed to withdraw from that strategic important Kailash range. And Pangong Lake, what was the position? Our armed forces used to patrol up to finger number 8. I'm telling the truth. Chinese army also used to patrol up to finger number 4. So up to finger number 4 to 8 was a disputed area. Both armies used to patrol. Sometimes scuffle take place, some pushing, some showing of banners. But India never accepted our claim up to finger number 8. Our LAC is finger number 8. Now, after the disengagement, first we have vacated the strategically important Kailash range. Second, this engagement team says, Chinese will go back to the finger number 8, their area. We will go, our army will come back to finger number 3. There is our permanent headquarters, according to Defense Minister in the Parliament statement. Our army troops will be based at their permanent base at Dancing Tapa post near finger number 3. But forgetting the fact, we have a post at finger number 4. Indian Army has a post at finger number 4. But our permanent base is at finger number 3. But you have post at finger number 4. That fact you ignore. Now you have agreed to withdraw up to finger number 3. Very clear, it is surrender. Chinese gained. We withdraw from the strategically important Kailash range. It was an embarrassment to China because sitting at Kailash range, our army can observe what is going on in the Chinese side. That opportunity we lost. It could have a bargaining counter. Because sitting Indian army in the Kailash range is a danger for China. It would have been bargaining for us. But first itself we agreed to withdraw from Kailash. Then we have come back to finger number 3, surrendering our right to patrol up to finger number 8. That's why he said both disengagement and the so-called buffer zone creation is a surrender. We lost right to the areas which are historically and traditionally controlled by India. This is what happened. If it happens in the other area also, Despang, Hot Spring, Gogra, Arunachal, Sikkim. This pattern goes disengagement and buffer zone. I don't know what will happen. This government is not realizing the danger of they are creating this precedent of disengagement and buffer zone surrounding our interest. We want to know from this government what is the actual position in the India-China border from Arunachal, Ladakh, Sikkim, Himachal, Uttarakhand. You see what happened 2017, Doklam. After face-off, then both sides agreed that status quo will be established. We are still there, status quo. But Chinese, even though status quo is there, they have built infrastructure in their area, mobilized their armed forces with equipments. That is there. At any point, if they want, they can come again in Doklam area. If it goes, it can be a danger for India. You know the security. So this is the way they are settling. So we want to know from this government, when this government take action to restore status quo ante as on mid-April in the entire India-China border. Status quo ante as on April 20, middle of April, in the entire India-China border. Whether the government is, what is the plan of the government? Tell the nation, take the nation into confidence. What is the plan of the government to restore status quo ante in the India-China border, entire border, especially in Galwan, Pangong, Hot Spring, Gogra, Despang, is what I want to know.
Thank you, sir. We'll take questions one by one. If you can raise your hands. Okay. दोस्तों, आदरणीय एंटनी जी ने मुझे निर्देश दिया है कि जो उन्होंने कहा उसे बहुत संक्षिप्त में मैं आपको हिंदी में भी बताऊं। देश के पूर्व रक्षा मंत्री माननीय ए.के. एंटनी जी का मानना है कि मोदी सरकार देश की सुरक्षा को खतरे में डाल रही है। मोदी सरकार ने देश की भूभागीय अखंडता से समझौता और खिलवाड़ किया है और भारत माता की सरजमीं को चीन के कब्जे में दे दिया है। भारत की टेरिटरी को चीन को सरेंडर किया है और इससे बड़ा देश की सुरक्षा के लिए कोई खतरा नहीं हो सकता। और उन्होंने 8 महत्वपूर्ण प्रश्न उठाए हैं। पहला प्रश्न उन्होंने जो उठाया कि मोदी सरकार ने हमारी सेना के शौर्य और पराक्रम उसको अंडरमाइन करने की कोशिश क्यों की है। दूसरा सवाल, पूरा देश शांति चाहता है, परंतु शांति किस कीमत पर? क्या देश की सरजमी को चीन को सौंपकर शांति स्थापित की जा सकती है? इसका जवाब मोदी सरकार को देना होगा। तीसरा सवाल, मोदी सरकार ने गलवन वैली और पेंगोंग सो लेक इलाके के अंदर हमारी सरजमी को चीन को सौंप दिया। इसलिए चीन से कोई समझौता राष्ट्रीय सुरक्षा और भूभागीय अखंडता से खिलवाड़ कर नहीं हो सकता। चौथा प्रश्न, मोदी सरकार बताएं कि उन्होंने गलवान वैली में जहां हमारे सैनिकों ने भारत की सरजमी की सुरक्षा करते हुए शहादत दी, वहां पर पेट्रोलिंग पॉइंट 14 से पीछे हमारी सेना को क्यों हटाया है और भारत की सीमा के अंदर बफर जोन क्यों बनाया है? क्या यह गलवान वैली में देश की सुरक्षा के साथ खिलवाड़ नहीं? पांचवां सवाल, मोदी सरकार ने सामरिक दृष्टि से महत्वपूर्ण और सेना के पराक्रम और शौर्य की जो पहचान बन गया था, कैलाश रेंज पर हमारी सेना चीन के बहुत ऊपर थी, जिससे चीन घबराता और कांपता था। मोदी सरकार ने इस समझौते में पेंगोंग सो लेक के साउदर्न बैंक पर कैलाश रेंज से हमारी सेना को हटाने का दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण निर्णय क्यों लिया है? पांचवां प्रश्न उन्होंने कहा, छठा प्रश्न उन्होंने कहा, माफ कीजिए, क्या मोदी सरकार भूल गई है कि पेंगोंग सो लेक के नॉर्दर्न बैंक पर फिंगर 4 पर हमारी सेना की पोस्ट है? और अगर क्योंकि यह बात सही है, तो फिर मोदी सरकार भूभागीय अखंडता से खिलवाड़ करते हुए फिंगर 4 से फिंगर 3 तक पीछे क्यों हट रही है? सातवां प्रश्न उन्होंने कहा कि भारत के मुताबिक सदैव हमने फिंगर 8 तक हमारी एलएसी को माना है, तो फिर भारत की सरजमी के अंदर ही फिंगर 8 और फिंगर 3 के बीच में बफर जोन स्थापित कर देश की भूभागीय अखंडता से घिनौना समझौता और जमीन का सरेंडर मोदी सरकार क्यों कर रही है? और आठवां और फाइनल सवाल उन्होंने यह पूछा कि मोदी सरकार चीन को वापस धकेल कर अप्रैल 2020 का स्टेटस को एंटे कब स्थापित करेगी? इस बारे मोदी सरकार की क्या प्लान और रास्ता है, दृष्टि है? देश को इस बारे विश्वास में लें। राष्ट्रीय सुरक्षा और भूभागीय अखंडता से इस प्रकार का घिनौना समझौता और षड्यंत्र कदापि स्वीकार नहीं किया जा सकता। अब आप जो प्रश्न पूछना चाहें, स्वागत है। वन बाय वन। ओके, विल गो विद यू। Basically what he is saying that the Defense Ministry statement of February 12, 2021 in response to Rahul Gandhi's press conference said that our area goes even beyond finger 8 and is not restricted to finger 8 and there is no compromise on our territory. And what is your reaction to the statement of the Defense Minister and Defense Ministry? I'm translating it correctly, and once Sir says, then I'll answer it in Hindi.
Our areas, actually, 62 Chinese occupied large areas. Then there is an agreement with Pakistan and China. That also China got our areas. These are there. But in the last many years, during our time, Vajpayee's time, that many years onwards, we were always talking about present status quo. Other disputes are still there. We are not surrendering our claim. We still feel all these areas are our area. But last many years, we are claiming LAC is up to finger 8. LAC is up to finger 8. Others are disputed areas. They illegally occupied after 1962 and also after agreement with Pakistan. But recently, all governments say our LAC is up to finger number 8. Other areas are with us, including Aksai Chin is with us, Pak occupied Kashmir is with us. That we are not surrendering that area. But recently, all governments say our LAC is now in Pangong area up to finger number 8. In Galwan area up to petrol point 14. But now in Galwan Valley, we have created a buffer zone. We have withdrawn our troops from some petrol points. In Pangong area, we have gone back from 8 to finger number 3, even though there is a post in finger number 4. That is what I said.
Thank you, sir. You want me to briefly translate it in Hindi for you, sir? I'll just. आदरणीय मित्र, माननीय A.K. एंटनी साहब का कहना है कि मोदी सरकार ऐतिहासिक तथ्यों के पीछे छुपकर देश की सीमा के और भूभागीय अखंडता को के साथ जो खिलवाड़ और समझौता कर रही है, उससे ध्यान ना भटकाए। भारत ने कभी भी 1962 में जो इलाका चीन के पास गया था, उस पर अपना क्लेम आज तक नहीं छोड़ा। वो आज भी हम अपना हिस्सा मानते हैं और हमेशा मानेंगे जब तक उसका निर्णय नहीं हो जाता। पर आज की परिस्थिति यह है कि मोदी सरकार ने फिंगर 8 तक जो हमारी लाइन ऑफ एक्चुअल कंट्रोल है, उसे बदलकर फिंगर 8 और फिंगर 3 के बीच में जो हमारी सीमा है, हम भारत मां की सरजमी है, उसमें बफर जोन क्रिएट कर दिया। फिंगर 4 पर जहां भारत की पोस्ट है, हमारी आर्म्ड फोर्सेस की, उससे वो पीछे हट गए। ऐसा आज तक कभी इस देश में किसी सरकार ने नहीं किया कि वो फिंगर 4 से पीछे हटकर फिंगर 3 पर आ गए। गलवन घाटी में जहां हमारे सैनिकों ने कुर्बानी दी, हम पेट्रोल पॉइंट 14 तक अपना और उसके बियॉन्ड हमारी एलएसी हमेशा स्वीकारते हैं और चीन ने भी स्वीकारा। और अब भारत सरकार ने गलवन घाटी में भी भारत की सीमा के अंदर बफर जोन क्रिएट कर दिया। यह देश की भूभागीय अखंडता से षड्यंत्रकारी खिलवाड़ और समझौता नहीं तो क्या। इसलिए मोदी जी और रक्षा मंत्री जी को आगे बढ़कर देश की राष्ट्रीय सुरक्षा और भूभागीय अखंडता से खिलवाड़ और समझौते का सीधा जवाब देना चाहिए। धन्यवाद। मैम, आई विल कम टू यू विजय जी। Yes, you please.
Sir, the Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has said not an inch of land has been given to our enemy. So to say, do you think the Defence Minister lied in the party? How do you counter it? Because he made a statement in both the houses. And the other part is, how do you think, I mean, if disengagement is something that we're not looking at, what is the solution that Congress is offering for this LAC situation?
I have already said, Congress position is very clear. not only in Ladakh, the entire India-China border, government must restore status quo ante as on middle of April. And also the government must take the country into confidence, people into confidence, and tell us what is their plan to restore status quo ante as on middle of April in the entire India-China border, mainly at the moment in eastern Ladakh. Of course, Arunachal also, they have created a village, according to you. All media reported. This is what I said. Other things...
Has the defense minister not placed proper facts before the parliament? In fact,
What?
has he lied on the floor of the House? Has he not placed facts before the parliament?
No, I have my own language. You have your own language. I tried several times to ask clarifications. You know that. I tried several times. No. You see, during UPS time, there were similar incidents in Despang and Chumar. Standoff. It took many weeks and days. The end of the day, ultimately disengagement at what times? Status quo ante. Status quo ante. But this time, no status quo ante. Disengagement at the cost of India agreeing to withdraw our forces from those areas which we are be there all through. Those territory within our control. That is the difference between our time and this time.
Thank you, sir.
राहुल गांधी ने भी आपकी पार्टी की तरफ से प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस किया, बहुत सारे सवाल जो आप उठा रहे हैं उन्होंने भी उठाए हैं, लेकिन रक्षा मंत्री के बाद डिफेंस मिनिस्ट्री ने भी क्लैरिफाई किया है, उन्होंने स्पष्ट किया है कि जो सवाल उठाए गए वो मिसलीडिंग है, मिस इन्फॉर्म्ड है। तो डिफेंस मिनिस्ट्री भी नकार रहा है कि भारत ने कोई अपनी जमीन जो है चीन को दी है।
I think you already answered, but if you permit, I'll. आदरणीय मित्र, जो रक्षा मंत्रालय का और रक्षा मंत्री जी का बयान है उसे लेकर स्पष्ट शब्दों में माननीय AK एंटनी जी।
नमस्कार, मैं हूं मानक गुप्ता। अगर आपको हमारा ये वीडियो पसंद आया हो तो इसे लाइक और शेयर जरूर करें, और हां, हमें सब्सक्राइब और फॉलो करना ना भूलें ताकि आप देश और दुनिया की कोई खबर मिस ना करें। तो जुड़े रहिए हमारे साथ और देखते रहिए न्यूज़ 24।